Howdy, and welcome to another Let's Make an RPG game. This is season whatever, episode whatever, dot whatever. We'll just call it that because it is game jam time. But this time it's the 10-day RTP asset game jam, which means I have 10 days to create a silly, nonsensical game, which is possible I can do in 10 days. And you're going to come along with a video for me. So, of course, the themes we had were different, and one of the themes, of course, was starter town. So I decided to do something a little different, and so here we go. So we're gonna start different. Assuming we don't have to do anything real serious, and it fits the theme of the using the art these gems. So we're just gonna go and cheat this whole system. So we're gonna go here, and what I'm gonna focus more on this is the story instead of the actual. Let's look at things and make it look good and and stuff. I'm not this gems are always funny, serious, meme type stuff. So let's pick a generic looking town. How about this? That looks generic. Or should we go with this? Or how about this? Actually, the first one I like, so we'll go here. So there's our town. And boom, there we go. I'll zoom out so you can get a good view of what pre-made asset we're using. So, alright, so here we go. We're just going to kind of go and drop in our basic generic hero Reid. There he is. I'm going to drop in a basic generic. Well, okay. So I'm going to zoom in 1-to-1 here and everything. There we get that. So I'm going to count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares. We're going to pick some random spot here. Go to new page, make a self switch A. Make sure this is auto run. I'm going to go here. Set movement route. Turn up and move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. I want to have Reid say something silly and ridiculous. Like, that lazy, you didn't even take the time to create an original town. You used the pre-made maps in with the engine. And I created, for these, I always create a dev character. It always changes. I think this is like the sixth one of these I've done, so. Sorry, I was busy and had no time to any, plan anything neat. We'll make sure we do control self with A, which will drop us off to this page. A, and here we go. Okay. And we'll show you that in a sec. That's that. There we go. Here's first playtest to make sure everything works out. Ready? Okay. Start the game. He goes. Turns up. And the dev says something. Okay, we're good. But I want to do something a little bit different, so we'll be right back. These messages. For you Gen Xers who watch cartoons in the morning, we'll be right back. There we are. So I'm going to change something. So before he gets there, we're going to go back and edit this. And right at the end, we'll have him turned down so as he's facing like the player himself. Now I'm going to put some generic villain to pop up. So we'll have that. What we'll do is we'll have him have a boss. Then we'll go back to our auto run event. Instead of just having a neat introduction where he kind of appears out of light or dark or whatever thing we will do is we'll just have him magically out of nowhere pop the fuck up. And then we'll have Reid say something the lines of I suppose you are a boss I have to fight. And because this is a silly meme type game, have the villain say something silly in the meantime. Like insert epic boss line here. And we'll have okay. We're going to change this. We'll go back. We'll have the player, we'll have Reid turn up. We'll have Reid show that. Now, before I go on, we're going to hit apply. I'm going to show you something in the database I did real quick. So, because I want to make this silly, I wiped out a troop. So you're going to see something kind of neat and silly. And we run this whole thing in one shot together. Then we'll go and we'll insert boss battle. Battle processing, keep that because that's there. Boom. Click OK. Run our playtest. Yes, I'll save changes. Changes. Well, and let's playtest a whole little neat here. The dev says something kind of neat and silly. Boss appears. Insert epic boss line and Reid wins victoriously. So we're gonna go back in as soon as I get all showed up. You know, and we're gonna go back in and we're gonna add something that happens right after that happens. A couple things are gonna happen because you won the boss battle. The boss magically disappears, and Reid then goes. Even forgot to a battler for me to fight. Win. And voila. I'm going to click apply. So, all this code here, it will do that simple little thing we're going to see. But we're going to add some more. So we need to get some storyline going through here. So then once that's done, let's have a dev pipe in. Actually, I added something a little bit different here, so we're going to do that. Pipe in dev right here. I created a dev character. First time I've ever done this in one of these. I usually have the dev not even have a character, just kind of like a voice. So the dev character, and of course, I can have them preset up, switch already. We'll have the dev magically appear the same way as the villain magically appeared. Down. Actually, I'm going to change this. Metal. Come here and explain yourself. Dev magically appears! Exclamation point. Show text. Make this kind of neat. Have them magically appear. Say yes, Reid. Think I'm. You know, we got that. And thus, our opening cutscene in my mind right now is done. So let's finish this off with a playtest of the whole thing. Okay, ready? Oh yeah, really, Dev? You were that lazy? You didn't even take time to create an original town. You used the pre-made maps that came with the engine. Sorry, I was busy and had no time to plan anything neat. I suppose you're a boss villain I have to fight. Insert epic boss line here. Instant victory! Really? You even forgot to put a battler in for me to fight, thus giving me an easy win. Come here and explain yourself. Yes, Reid? Wow, I didn't think you would create a sprite for yourself. The wings are a nice touch. And there, I think that suffices for now. Next episode, we will then create more of the story, and I'm going to create a few fun things next. Either I'll do them off camera and show them off, or we will just do them like we did here. So again, thanks for watching this episode of Let's Make an RPG Game, episode whatever, season whatever, dot whatever, because I've stopped making these numbered, because who knows what I'm going to be working on next. But I'll definitely be working on this. So without further ado, I like to say, peace out, stay frosty, do good to the world, remember the road is where the stories are, be nice to your friends and family, and I'll see you in the next episode.